10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Previously on ISPW Weekly.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new queen of ISPW in town, and it's going to be very interesting how it is on ISPW Weekly, where Toto Atom gets to brag and brag about his latest clientele.
Episode 6-7 of ISPW Weekly. I can't believe I was just doing that, but it is episode 6-7, and we have a big show here tonight. It's all about the light heavyweight division. We're going to get into it right now. Here is the card. It's tomorrow night, Woodland Park, New Jersey, at the West Patterson Boys and Girls Club. You can get tickets for just $20. That's it. $20 at the door, or you can get your tickets ahead of time at www.ispwwrestling.com. You may have noticed I'm wearing the Wrestling Collector shirt. There's a good reason for that. Last night, the Wrestling Collector had a tremendous event as they hosted Natalia Neidhart as she was promoting her latest book. And there was over 500 fans in attendance at the Wrestling Collector. So I want to thank and give congratulations to Tommy Fierro and all those that helped out last night at the Wrestling Collector. And of course to Natty and the WWE, because with the amount of people that showed up last night, her original time of 6 to 8 p.m. went from 6 to 9:30 p.m. So all the fans appreciate that. And we appreciate the WWE and Natalia for doing that. Also, what just came in the mail today, and I just want to make mention, my Pro Wrestling Illustrated issue seemed to have been late. I usually am the first one to get it, but it's Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I'm not sure why they haven't done a review on this show yet, those crumb bums. But anyway, it's the PWI Top 250 for the women. All right. And it just so happens that one of the stories in this issue happens to be, you see it, on Natty Neidhart. So I just thought that was just pretty cool since she was just at the Wrestling Collector last night. The name of the article is A Rookie at Heart. All right, on to the show. So look, guys, this has been crazy this week. Trying to get the contestants for the main event has been extremely difficult for Toto Atom. For many reasons. I'm not going to get into them. I think maybe those reasons will explain themselves. So we're going to go into the first of 4 interviews this evening. These are the first 2 interviews I had to pre-record, but the last 2 will be live here on the show tonight. So why don't we go right into the first one right now? I have been waiting at least 2 hours tonight to interview Ricky Pryce, the ISPW light heavyweight champion. He was supposed to be on ISPW Weekly this week, and he found out that Brandon Downey was also going to be on, and Ricky refused to be on camera at the same time with Brandon. I wish Ricky would have told me that 2 hours ago, but here we are. And so now I have Brandon Downey on with Toto Atom here on ISPW Weekly. Sorry, Ricky Pryce will have to come on and another. Well, you know what, Brandon? Because of the special arrangements Ricky needed, we're going to record this and then we're going to play it back Wednesday during the show.
Of course we are, because Ricky, you know, I like Ricky. Me and him have been having some fun lately. I've been driving him crazy, and that's my specialty. And I love doing it. But goes to show what kind of champion Ricky is. This is to promote our own show. This is supposed to promote the light heavyweight title show, but doesn't want to do the job. You see, if I was champion right now, I wouldn't care if Ricky was going to be on stream with me because I would love to talk back and forth with him. But that's because I'm a professional and Ricky can't put personal and business aside.
And I appreciate you being on here tonight. And a lot of this stems from what you were talking about. I've seen Ricky Pryce on social media on a few occasions by himself, promoting himself. And then out of the woodwork, out of thin air, comes Brandon Downey. And I have to say, it is most enjoyable seeing you interrupt him, but you obviously have spooked him to the point where now he's not showing up on camera with you on ISPW Weekly. And now I'm beginning to wonder what is going to happen this Thursday night, because you two need to tag together.
Yeah, we need to tag together. And you know, Ricky wants to say he's going to leave me for dead. Okay, go right ahead. But I'm going to make sure I protect Ricky. The reason I'm going to protect Ricky is because when I become light heavyweight champion December 27th in this 4-way, 3-way, whatever match it's going to be, I want Ricky in the match. Because I don't want to take the title vacant. I want to pin Ricky.
So explain to our viewers the ramifications that are happening first this Thursday night. It'll be at Woodland Park at the West Patterson Boys and Girls Club. Tickets, just $20. You can get them at the door or you can get them online at www.ispwwrestling.com. But Ricky, tell us about the ramifications and the other three combatants for this Thursday night.
Oh, you just said the wrong name. Redo that apologies. And put some respect on my name.
My apologies, Brandon, the problem child. You've become all of a sudden, I guess, a problem for Ricky Pryce. And
I've been the biggest problem in ISPW's light heavyweight division ever since it was announced. I said everything I needed to say when this title got brought to ISPW. In case you forget, when it came to promoting that tournament, who'd you see promoting it the most?
It was definitely you.
It wasn't Ricky. It wasn't Magnifico. It wasn't Rico. It wasn't Buddy. It wasn't TJ Epics. It wasn't any of those guys in that tournament except for me. Tom, do you remember how many promos I dropped for that show?
It was a daily. It was a daily occurrence.
3. I've been the biggest problem for ISPW's light heavyweight division since it got started. And this Thursday, I got to put things aside. I got to have some fun with Ricky against Buddy and Rico in a tag match where whoever gets pinned gets taken out of the match.
Okay.
So I know all 4 of us are going to be bringing our A game because none of us want to be taken out of that. But, Ricky, after that, maybe the fun and games are done. Maybe. I don't know. I'm enjoying watching what I've been doing to you. I've been enjoying it. Watching you getting under your skin so easily has been amazing because I know why it's so easy to get under your skin. Because you know you can't handle the pressure of carrying ISPW's light heavyweight division. That is facts.
It's the
Weight.
problem child, Brandon Downey. He's going to be tag teaming with Ricky Pryce Thursday
Yes.
night at the West Patterson Boys and Girls Club against Buddy Tomas and Rico Gold. Brandon, we thank Tomas. Well, before we say goodbye, do you have anything to say about your opponents?
Well, I was in the middle of saying something, but hey, you know, I'm not gonna disrespect you, Tom. I like you, Tom. I'm not gonna be mean to you. I like you. You're cool sometimes. Sometimes. Only sometimes. I'm sorry. But this Thursday, Ricky, it's you and me in a tag match. Why not just get along for one night only? It's one night. It's one night. That's all it is. And then December 27th, Ricky, you're going to be in the match. And I'm going to be in the match because I'm going to make sure that you and me are in that match. And then if it's a triple threat or a fatal four-way, whatever it is, one person is coming out on top, and that is going to be me because I've been saying it since the start of this year. You will see Brandon Downey as champion. And even if it means I have to end the year with 4 days left in the year of 2025 to walk out a champion. That is what I will do. So Ricky, Buddy, Rico, bring your best shot because you're dealing with the biggest problem in ISPW.
That's Brandon Downey himself, the problem child. We can't wait to see all the action take place this Thursday at the West Patterson Boys and Girls Club. Brandon, I apologize again for keeping you out so late this evening, but thank you for appearing on ISPW Weekly.
I don't blame you. I blame Ricky. Again, personal and business. Gotta put that to the side. It's all about business.
Well, I have some breaking news, but before I get into it, I have to say that that interview took place in the early morning hours of Monday night. And Brandon was not happy when Ricky didn't show up for the scheduled time that we were supposed to have. But the breaking news, let's talk about that really quick because I have two guests that are waiting and they're itching to come on right now. We're going to put the champ on the back burner. We're bringing on first Rico Gold, and I want to discuss the latest news that I just heard from that crumb bum general manager, Rob Williams. Let's bring on right now Rico Gold first. Rico.
What's up, Tom? How we doing?
Welcome to ISPW Weekly. It's a pleasure to have you on. Your tag team partner. Your tag team partner is waiting right now to come on. I just want to give you a couple of seconds to just, introduce yourself and how have you been in ISPW lately?
Well, the main character has been pretty damn good so far in ISPW, right? The crazy thing is, I don't see any reason why myself and Buddy Thomas can't beat these guys. I mean, listen, even if you put me in a handicap match against Brandon Downey and Ricky Pryce, I feel like they're going to beat themselves before I even get a chance. But these two just can't seem to figure it out. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like much of a challenge to me. Let them just beat each other up and I'll just stand there and watch them pin somebody.
Looking at you right now, it looks like you're really getting prepared. I mean, you're in the gym. What are you, 4 nights a week now preparing for this match?
4 nights. So I train 2 nights a week and I'm in the gym usually 3 or 4 of those other days. And then on the other days throughout the week, you can usually see me in the ring somewhere. This isn't to prepare for anything. This is just to maintain. Well, you know what I mean? This is just me at my best. So let me explain something to you, Tom. To be the main character comes with a lot of responsibility, right? And that comes with working really, really hard. Now, you had Brandon Downey on. He sounds like Foghorn Leghorn being like, I said, I'm the biggest, problem. Shut up. Just shut up. Get in the gym. Figure your life out. Ricky Pryce, get in the gym, figure your life out. I have more muscle in this bicep, literally right here, than Ricky has in his entire body, and that's pretty depressing, right? And then you have Buddy Thomas. I'm not going to say too many bad things about Buddy Thomas. I got a team with him, and I don't need dissension between us. But he can get in the gym too. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is someone that looks like me, right? At the Rico Gold on Instagram, if you want to take a better look. How is someone like me in the light heavyweight division? Granted, it's cool because I look better than all of them. It's cool because I can literally toss any one of them with ease. So I don't feel like I'm prepared. I don't feel like I'm nervous. I feel like I'm more than prepared for all of this.
So let's bring Brady Tomas on right now because I have some late breaking news that I'm finally going to unveil. And Buddy, welcome to the show. I am just going to say this first, Buddy, before you come on. And then I'm going to put you two on the screen.
Hey, can you guys still hear me? You guys
yeah, we
still
can hear
me
you.
okay?
We can
All
hear
right,
you
cool.
fine. Yes.
What up, bud?
I just heard from General Manager Rob Williams that the match tomorrow night, which originally had a stipulation that the person who gets pinned will not be a part of the event on December 27th. I was told that at first that's no longer the case. It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow night. All four of you will be fighting for that championship December 27th in Parsippany at the Parsippany PAL. Buddy, welcome to the show. Chew on that and talk with your tag team partner.
Thank you for having me, Tom. You know, me and Rico, I'm excited for this. I've wanted to be in the ring with Rico before, and I'm glad that I'm teaming with him and not
A lot of
against
people have.
I'm very happy that he's my partner and not my enemy. Because I love beating up Ricky Pryce. Rico, do you like beating up Ricky Pryce?
Yeah, of course. One of my favorite things. Top 3.
And then Brandon Downey is the worst light heavyweight. So I can't wait to lay some stomps in on Brandon Downey.
Buddy, have you ever
becoming famous right now?
Oh, please tell us where you just were.
I just left the studio. I was filming a commercial with some of the hottest names. You think I want to wrestle? I don't need to wrestle.
Why were
I
the
could
names
be on
so hot? Was the
Hollywood song.
thermostat turned up too high or something?
What?
You said the hottest names. Was the thermostat turned up too high or something?
Man, come on. You know, I can't say who I was in there with. I signed a contract.
But that's what's happening here at ISPW. We have talent that's taking it to the next level. And Buddy is out there filming commercials. Rico, you're out there busting your butt lifting weights. I'm not quite sure Ricky and Brandon are prepared for you guys because it seems like they're fighting each other.
They're not working as hard as we are. We're the hardest working team in the light heavyweight division right now. The two hardest workers.
No doubt. Now, Buddy, question for you and for Rico too. Have you two ever tagged before?
Nope.
Never.
No, we have not. But the cool thing is, I feel like this is going to work, right? Because I feel like Buddy and I have a good balance, right? And let me explain the balance that Buddy and I have. Buddy, how tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
6'1".
See, Buddy's over 6 feet. I'm below 6 feet. I'm not quite as tall as Buddy is. So there's balance there. We got one tall guy, one guy that's a little bit shorter. We have Buddy Thomas. Sorry, no disrespect, maybe. Buddy Thomas got little tiny baby arms, and then you have me. I mean, so it's decent balance. You have Buddy who's fairly technical in what he does, and then you have me who's just going to punch you in the mouth. So I feel like it's we got a pretty good balance of everything here. You know what I mean?
I don't see us losing tomorrow night. We both love to win. We both know how to beat down our opponents. There's no shot that we lose tomorrow night.
And Buddy, you are done filming for this evening, or do you have to go back on set? I'm wondering how long we have with you this evening.
You know, right now they got me on my meal.
Okay.
I may have to go back and film some more.
Okay. Because I don't want to keep
a hot item.
I know you are. You're very hot, and hopefully we'll be able to have you on again, maybe next time holding some gold at ISPW. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you get back to your filming, and we're going to let Rico, it looks like he's grunting. All right, so we're gonna let him go
Working
back to
hard. He's
lifting.
working hard. Come on,
It's
He's
called
Rico.
working
working
hard.
hard, Toto. Tom, you want to try it sometime?
I
Do you really
see
want to
you.
try it sometime? Do you really want to try it sometime? I think you should
Yeah,
try it sometime. No
I,
disrespect,
I
buddy.
will
I
take
think
your
you should
advice.
try it sometime too.
I
I
will
think
take
Ricky
your
Pryce should
advice.
try it sometime. I think Brandon Downey should try it sometime. I think a lot of people should try it sometime. That's all I'm saying. You want to do something good for yourself? You want to look as good as me? You're not going to, but you can try. Get in the gym. Start lifting weights. Start eating better. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
There you have
Yeah,
it,
y'all got me going.
Rico Gold and Buddy Tomas. Thank you for coming on the show tonight as you guys prepare for the main event tomorrow in Woodland Park at the West Patterson Boys and Girls Club. It's going to be Buddy Tomas and Rico Gold taking on Ricky Pryce and Brandon Downey. Thank you guys for coming on the show tonight.
You're welcome.
All right, so now we're going to go. Well, first, let's just go over the card in its entirety. Aside from the main event, all right, we have El Magnifico taking on Loverboy, the Sultan of Swivel, who Toto and Tom recently worked with a few weeks ago, and we had a very successful arrangement, and that I'm going to be keeping a keen eye on tomorrow night. So El Magnifico taking on Loverboy, his first, I guess, official appearance at ISPW. Also returning, Evil Kip will be taking on Trey Felipe. Why don't I get the banner up there instead of you guys having to look at me, even though I'm pretty? There we go. So we have Evil Kip taking on Trey Felipe. Stan Michael against Bean Dip Daza. Bean Dip Daza, by the way, he is unhinged. I can't wait for you guys to see him tomorrow night. Stan Michael, he's a pure talent, and he's got a beautiful singing voice, and you'll hear it tomorrow. And then also we have two first-timers. We have Timid Tamir Gibbs making his debut at ISPW against another first-timer, Ziggy Danger. So really looking forward to tomorrow night's show, and of course, especially the main event. And why don't we go now to the light heavyweight champion, Ricky Pryce, as I interviewed him yesterday on ISPW. And we're back on ISPW Weekly, and I want to introduce right now the one and only, the ISPW light heavyweight champion himself, Ricky Pryce.
What up?
So, Ricky, I got word last night that you insisted not coming on ISPW Weekly as long as Brandon Downey was going to be on.
That's correct.
So we've already heard from Brandon Downey.
You've
As
already
this show-
You've already heard from Brandon Downey.
Yeah, well,
Why'd you
this
hold
is-
on, Tom. Why you talk to him before you talk to me? I'm the champ. Like I'm the two-time, inaugural ISPW light heavyweight champion. You talk to Brandon Downey before you talk to me.
Yeah, I will
That's like
apologize for that.
that is like talking to the dirt sheets before you talk to the actual source, Tom. You're a journalist here, right?
Yes, sir.
Come on. You know what? You're always good to me. We can let this one pass, but come on, next time, figure that out.
Okay, so why don't we go into it? What's happening on Thursday night? How are you going to coexist?
Well, it's going to go one or two ways. I am going to either start the match and win the match by myself. I have proven that I can beat Buddy Thomas very, very quickly on my own. You saw what I did to Anthony and the hot dog at the Persephone show. I was able to hit a price spread while also flinging the hot dog off and then hitting Anthony with it. So I'm capable of doing a move like that, maybe where I combo up Buddy and Rico, because I've proven that I can beat Buddy pretty quick. And if I just knock Rico off for 3 seconds, that's all I need, right? So I can do that by myself. I'm very locked into that. There's a theory. Should I put that out there? Probably not, but I did. Who cares? Anyways, moving on. Or the other option is I just let Brandon Downey stay in the match and I hop off the apron and I watch. I don't have to tag in because I don't think he can take the two of them. I don't think he can take either one of them. I haven't seen Brandon Downey win a match in ISPW in a long time, so
That's
If he
actually a
can
pretty
pull,
good strategy because you know
yeah,
why? If
because
he loses,
he gets
yeah,
pinned, he's out. He's out of the
he's out.
match. And he thinks it's so funny to antagonize me and do all this crap that he's doing. Dude, Tom, I'm in my car and I hear him. I'm at my job and I hear him. I can't unhear that dreadful Ricky. I can't. It's driving me crazy. But the thing that drives me the craziest, Tom, is him consistently saying, and I don't even have to see what he said to you to know that he said this, that the pressure of being champion is getting the Ricky Price. Is it because you know what I just did this week and I won another one? I'm pretty locked into what I'm doing right now. I'm having some of the best matches I've had since winning this thing. I'm doing quite well. So the pressure of being champion is certainly not getting to me. In fact, being champion has only made me understand this game a lot better, and I'm figuring things out in a different way. And I think for Brandon Downey, the best thing he could possibly do is just keep his mouth shut, mind his own business, and focus on himself. Because if he does that, he focuses on himself, and instead of being an annoying little brat, maybe he'll win a match and maybe he'll win gold. Because I know he really wants to do that, and I know he's got a lot of people rooting for him. But Tom, look where we're at. We're in this stupid tag match where someone is not going to end up there in December. Someone's going to lose out, and I don't understand it. It's the way it is, but I'm fairly confident I can either do it on my own or I can watch him get beat on his own, and I never even have to enter the match.
You know, it's all that general manager Bob Williams' fault. He's the one who's setting up these stupid stipulations. But strong words, Ricky. I haven't seen a champion in ISPW as convicted and as confident as you have been during your title reign. So best of luck to you. And I know you're a very busy man. I thank you for coming on ISPW this week. And for those of you that still don't have tickets left, they are available. Just $20. Go to ispwwrestling.com or just show up at the door. It's this Thursday at the Woodland Park Boys and Girls Club. Actually, the West Patterson Boys and Girls Club in Woodland Park, New Jersey. $20. We have more light heavyweight action this Thursday night. Thank you, Ricky Pryce, for being on.
And one more thing. I hate you, Brandon Downey.
Yeah, that's how it ended. Ricky definitely was on edge, and I'm very anxious to see tomorrow night's main event. And as I said before, that was taped prior to the general manager, Bob Williams, changing the stipulation for the match where it doesn't matter now. There is no more elimination. Originally, whoever got pinned tomorrow night was not supposed to be in the match December 27th. That's not the case anymore. He finally came to his senses, Bob, and he's allowing all four to fight again December 27th in Parsippany, and that time the championship will be on the line. It's going to be amazing. Will there be pizza? Well, you know what? I'm going to address that comment for a second. We are going to have an on-location ISPW Weekly. It's happening in a couple of weeks at a pizzeria in Cedar Grove. So yes, Randy, there will be pizza at ISPW Weekly, and more information on that live event next week as we talk about the Cedar Grove event that's happening December 3rd. You guys may have not seen Coach Bob the last couple of weeks on ISPW Weekly. There's good reason for it. He's been buried in preparing his team for the football state championships. And I just want to say I'm very proud to announce that they recently defeated Atlantic City and became Group 5. Let me go back a bit. Section 5 champions in football. And there they are right there with their celebratory picture. And it warms my heart to see that, because I know without a doubt that without Toto Tom in their corner, without Toto Tom talking about them every single week, without Toto Tom having Coach Bob Kelly on here, the notoriety that those crumb bums got enabled them to win the high school championship. And they're not done yet. Those crumb bums are not done yet because, look, they have another game. It's against a team that's undefeated called Washington Township. And it is Friday, the 21st at 6 o'clock. That's this Friday. So, obviously, what's going to happen? Well, I don't know if they're going to win this because Coach Bob is not here on ISPW Weekly, and I'm the good luck charm. I'm the one who brings wins to the Kingsway Dragons. Okay? It's not Coach Bob, because Coach Bob just comes on here and he goes on and on and on and on, and he starts talking about his team. But it's Toto with Tom's platform. It's Toto with Tom's show that has enabled this group to make it as far as they have. And if I see any comments otherwise, all right. Okay. So nothing negative from Heather, who I know goes to these games. You know, if it wasn't for me, Heather, you wouldn't even be going to those games. I just want you to know that. Tomorrow night, once again, it's the main event. Ricky Pryce, Brandon Downey against Rico Gold and Buddy Tomas. $20. Be there in Woodland Park. And that's it for this week's ISPW Weekly episode. Whatever that means.